to another exciting episode of Becoming the Product. My name is Naya, and I hope your Monday is going on well. Today's episode, I decided to talk about the job search process and how it's been going. For people who are new here, I started transitioning officially into product management October last year. I started a bootcamp a month prior. So I decided to really focus into it, and I put strategies in place to help me achieve my goal, which was to land a product management job in 6 months. And we are in the 6th month. March marks 6 months as I started officially transitioning. And right now I've started applying to jobs, but I haven't really gotten what I want or gotten a job yet. So in this episode, I decided to just share a few things that I'm doing that would help me be a better candidate for when the job does come and all that. So firstly, yes, I did a couple of bootcamps, 2 bootcamps to be precise, and I'm currently rounding off the second one. I finished the first one a few weeks back, but I'm yet to get my certificate, but that has kind of given me the skills needed to at least start my career in product management. And also, because I do have experience in the bank, I worked 8 years in the bank. I'm kind of looking for companies in that route, the banking and fintech route, because I believe that as a first or as a newcomer in the product management community, it's easier for you to start from where you're kind of niched, if that makes sense. So for an advice, you can look at what you have. What experience do you have? Do you have in banking? Do you have in health? It's easier for you to transition into health tech, building products for health tech if you have a background in health. So that is one way I'm using to see if I can streamline my job search process. I've been researching fintechs, also banks, to see if I could contribute to any of them. So I've been building the skills, and I've also been looking for ways I can transition easily based on the experiences I've had already. But that doesn't mean that if you see some industries that you like to go into and you see jobs there, you can as well take it if you're sure you can do it. Then also, I've tried to arrange all the things I need for applications. My resume is set, my cover letter, my portfolio. Now, the portfolio is updated as I do any project or do anything that is worth mentioning. While the resumes and the cover letters, they're kind of like what I have is a skeletal form, if that makes sense, because you're expected to tailor according to the job descriptions. So when I do see a job that I like, I just look at the skills and everything I've put in my skeletal resume, and I try to rephrase it in a way that it matches the job description that has been posted. That shows that I could actually do the job based on the experiences I have. So I'm not just sending out a generic resume, if that makes sense. Same goes for my cover letter. Cover letters are also meant to be tailored so that it's an ability for you to sell yourself. I spoke about resumes, cover letters, and portfolios in I think 2 episodes back, so you can have a listen there if you want an in-depth way of crafting those 3 documents. Now, in the actual searching, yes, normal job boards, LinkedIn, and all that. But I've noticed that product management communities, the communities I'm in, there are some jobs that they posted that don't even make it to LinkedIn, and they are gone within seconds. It's that crazy. So if you're not searching there, I would advise you put an eye there. There are some jobs that are posted by maybe the owners of the companies who are already part of that community, or if they know people that they feel that they've told them, okay, I need a PM, or okay, I'm in this community, let me check to see if I can get one there. So product management communities are a great way for you to search for a job, which is one I've been leveraging alongside LinkedIn. Also, I've been exploring the freelance route. I know that people say freelance is more for people who are more experienced in product management and all. But I've also noticed that to be a freelancer is not about the years of experience, it's about what you can do. So if you're niched, when I mean niched, is you are really good at, let's say, user research alone, or just growth marketing, or just one aspect of product management that you're really good at. You could sell yourself using that as a freelancer and do that for a couple of companies, gain other skills, then add to your arsenal, then sell further. So I'm also exploring that route and trying to niche down a little bit more on the skills I can actually provide. And it's just something I'm looking at on the side. One other thing I'm doing, but I haven't started doing, when I started researching product management, Diego Grandos had mentioned that one way to stand out would be to look at an industry that you're interested in, come up with 5 companies there, then try to look at the companies from a product market eye, like do actual tear downs and see how you can maybe improve a feature, suggest a new feature. This is a way that can get you a meeting directly served with the HR. So all you need to do is put all that in a document, then send a mail, go on LinkedIn, get the information of the people involved, the CEO if possible, and send a mail with what your idea and all that. So this is one way that I haven't started because I'm kind of preoccupied with my bootcamp capstone project and some other things I'm doing on the side. But I have a list of companies that I would like to do that for. And once my bootcamp is over, I'll be able to face it full on and achieve that as well. Now, the actual interview process. So I've upskilled. I have prepared the items for applying your resumes and all. I have looked at how I can transition into the industry that I have more experience in. I've also spoken about where I've been looking for jobs. Now, preparing for the actual interviews, I have been attending. If you're a member of the PIP community, you know that every bi-week Tuesdays, they have this interview process in which someone comes to talk about an interview, and they actually do an interview live. It's a way to understand how the interviews actually work and how to structure yours if you have one coming. So I've been listening to a couple of that to kind of get my mindset on how these interviews go. Also, part of some product management application require you some behavioral questions like, how do you do in a problem-solving situation, in a team conflict situations? And because I have experience in some of this, I have already drafted like star responses to these questions. So I have all of them in a document. The star response, as you know, the situation, you explain the situation, explain the task that you did, the action you took, and the result that came out of it. So I have all that there so that if you even call me to interview me tomorrow, I'm going to be ready for that interview. That's how quick it is. So these are some tips that you can actually put in place that might help streamline your job search a little bit better. And I hope that you learned a thing or two out of this episode. In the next episode, I'm going to be having another guest again, and I'm so excited about this one. She was a product manager, but decided to take the entrepreneur route, and I know that you're going to be interested in that one as well. So thank you so much for listening. As usual, send in a DM, send in a voice message, anyone that you prefer, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good week.